Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Go English. I'm Mizu.
And I'm Lucas.
Lucas, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Mizu. I'm in a really good mood all morning.
Oh, I love that. What's making you so happy today?
Nothing big. It's just been one of those days where everything is going smoothly.
That's the best kind of day, honestly. No drama, no problems.
Exactly. And hopefully today's lesson won't bring any drama either.
Well, that depends.
What about you? How's your day going?
Pretty good, actually. I had a quiet morning, answered some emails, went for a walk, and then I started thinking about today's lesson.
Oh, no. Whenever you say that, it usually means we're about to talk about something that confuses a lot of English learners.
Exactly. And today's topic definitely does that.
Let me guess. Is it one of those little English words that looks simple but secretly causes problems?
That's a very accurate description, Lucas. Today we're talking about three tiny words: be, being, and been.
Oh, wow. Yeah, those three cause a lot of headaches.
They really do. And the funny thing is, learners often tell me, Mizu, I know these words are related, but I never know which one to use.
Actually, I understand why. Because you'll hear things like, I want to be successful. Then somebody says, you're being dramatic. And then later, I've been busy.
Exactly. Same family, completely different look, completely different feeling.
You know what's interesting, Mizu? I don't think native speakers ever sit around thinking, should I use be, being, or been?
Not at all. We just use them naturally. But for learners, it can feel like three different planets.
That's true. And then people start memorizing grammar charts and complicated rules.
When, honestly, the idea behind these words is much simpler than most people think.
So if you've ever paused in the middle of a sentence and thought, wait, be or been? Or should I say being? Don't worry, you're definitely not the only one.
By the end of today's lesson, you'll understand the difference in a much more natural way.
No grammar overload,
No confusing explanations,
just real English.
real conversations.
And lots of examples you'll actually hear in everyday life.
All right, Lucas, are you ready?
Absolutely. Let's make be, being, and been a whole lot less scary. Let's get started.
You know, Lucas, I think one reason learners get confused is because these words don't even look similar.
Exactly. If nobody told me they were related, I probably wouldn't guess. Be, being, been. They almost look like three different words.
I know, but here's the interesting part. They're actually all from the same verb, the verb to be.
Which is kind of funny because to be is probably one of the first verbs people learn in English.
Right. We learn things like I am, you are, he is, very early on.
And then later, English suddenly says, oh, by the way, here's be, being, and been too.
Exactly. Thanks, English.
So before we get into details, let's keep one simple idea in mind. These three words are family. They're connected.
That's the important thing. We're not learning three completely different concepts today. We're learning three different forms of the same verb.
And honestly, once you see that connection, everything starts feeling much less scary.
Absolutely. Think of it like seeing the same person in different situations.
Oh, I like that.
Sometimes they're relaxing at home. Sometimes they're working. Sometimes they're on vacation. Same person, different situation.
And that's exactly what's happening with be, being, and been. Same verb, different job.
Perfect. And we're about to see how that works in real life.
Let's start with the easiest one, be.
All right, Lucas. When you hear the word be, what comes to your mind first?
Honestly, possibilities, future plans, things people want for themselves.
Oh, that's interesting. Because now that I think about it, we use be all the time when talking about goals.
Exactly. Like, I want to be healthier. I want to be more confident. I want to be a better speaker.
Those sound much more real than textbook examples.
Because they're things people actually say. Nobody walks around saying, I want to be a pencil.
I certainly hope not.
Although that would be a very strange life.
A very difficult life, Lucas.
Exactly. So one pattern you'll hear all the time is I want to be.
Oh, yes. And another common one is I need to be. Like, I need to be careful. I need to be patient. I need to be on time.
And don't forget, I'm going to be. That's everywhere. I'm going to be late. I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I'm going to be tired after this workout.
Actually, Lucas, what did you want to be when you were a kid?
Oh, wow, that changed every year. For a while, I wanted to be a firefighter. Then I wanted to be a pilot. Then I wanted to be a professional soccer player.
A soccer player.
Oh, yeah. In my head, I was amazing. Reality had different opinions.
I know that feeling.
What about you, Mizu?
I wanted to be a singer.
Really? Should we ask for a live performance right now?
Absolutely not. We're teaching English today. Let's stay focused.
Good idea. I think our viewers appreciate that.
So here's something simple to remember. When you hear phrases like want to be, need to be, going to be, supposed to be, you're usually looking at the basic form, be.
And the great news is you'll hear these patterns every single day in English conversations.
Which means you'll have lots of chances to practice them naturally. All right, Lucas, let's move on to a word that causes a lot more confusion. Being.
Oh, yeah. I've seen learners understand be pretty quickly, but then being shows up and everyone goes, wait, what changed?
Exactly. And here's something interesting. A lot of the time, being is connected to what's happening right now.
Or how someone is acting at this moment.
That's an important point. Not who they are forever, just how they're behaving.
Actually, Mizu, have you ever had one of those days when everything goes wrong?
Oh, absolutely. Why?
Because if somebody keeps complaining all day, you might say, you're being a little negative today.
Right. You're not saying they're always negative, just today, just right now.
Exactly. Same thing with you're being impatient, you're being dramatic, you're being silly.
I feel like you've said at least one of those to me before.
Maybe. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Very suspicious answer, Lucas.
Okay, here's another example. My dog is usually the calmest dog in the world.
Usually. That sounds like there's a story coming.
Oh, there is. Yesterday, he found a tennis ball, and suddenly he was running around the house, jumping on the couch, spinning in circles. He was being completely crazy.
See? That's a perfect example. You're not saying your dog is always crazy, just in that moment.
Exactly. And that's the feeling learners should remember. Being often focuses on temporary behavior.
Let's compare two sentences.
Good idea.
If I say, Lucas is funny, that sounds like part of your personality.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It is. But if I say, Lucas is being funny, now I'm talking about something you're doing right now.
Maybe I'm making jokes, maybe I'm acting goofy, maybe I'm trying to make people laugh.
Exactly. It's the current behavior that matters.
So whenever you hear being, try asking yourself, is this happening right now?
That's a great question to ask. And most of the time, you'll immediately understand why being is there.
All right, Mizu, can we talk about the word that probably scares learners the most?
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yep, been.
Poor Ben. It looks scary, but it's actually very useful.
And honestly, once you hear it in real conversations, it's everywhere.
Absolutely. I hear native speakers say things like, I've been busy, I've been tired, I've been thinking about that, all the time.
Me too. Actually, Mizu, how has your week been?
Pretty good. I've been working on a few new projects, I've been exercising more, and I've been trying to get to bed earlier.
Wow, look at all those been examples.
I know, and none of them felt difficult.
That's the funny thing. Learners often worry about been, but native speakers use it naturally every day.
Exactly. Most of the time, been connects to experiences or situations that started before now and continue, or have some connection to now.
For example, I've been busy. The busy period started earlier and it's connected to the present.
Right. Or, we've been friends for years.
That's a nice one, because the friendship started in the past and it's still true now.
Exactly. Oh, Lucas, let me ask you something. Have you ever been to Japan?
Yes, I have. I've been to Japan twice. The food was amazing. What about you? Have you ever been to Canada?
I have, and I absolutely loved it.
Now, here's a really useful thing to notice. If I say, I went to Japan, I'm talking about a specific trip.
But if you say, I've been to Japan, you're talking about your life experience.
Exactly. You're not focusing on when it happened, you're focusing on the fact that the experience exists.
That's such an important difference.
And here's the good news. You don't need to memorize 20 complicated rules.
Not at all. Just remember the feeling. Been often helps us talk about experiences, situations, or states that connect the past with the present.
And once you start noticing it in conversations, you'll hear it everywhere.
Everywhere, Lucas. Everywhere. You know, Lucas, I think a lot of learners study these words separately.
That's true. They learn be one day, being another day, been a few months later.
Exactly. And because of that, they never really see the connection.
Oh, that's such a good point, because these words actually work together much more than people realize.
Let's imagine a very normal situation. Nothing complicated. Let's say I decide I want to be healthier.
That's a goal, something you want for yourself.
Right. Maybe I've been eating too much junk food. Maybe I haven't exercised enough, and I think, okay, I want to be healthier.
I think half the world has said that at some point.
Including me. Now imagine I start making changes. I'm cooking more at home, I'm drinking more water, I'm paying attention to what I eat.
So now you're in the middle of the process.
Exactly. I could say, I'm being more careful with my diet.
Nice. You're describing what you're doing right now. The change is happening.
Then a few months later, maybe somebody says, wow, Mizu, you look great.
And then you can proudly say, I've been healthier lately.
Exactly.
Oh, I love this example because we're following one idea through time.
Yes. First there's the goal, then there's the effort, then there's the result.
That's why I don't want learners to think of these as random grammar forms.
They're connected.
Very connected.
So if you're watching and wondering how to remember these three words, try remembering the story instead.
I like that. A goal, a process, a result.
Much easier than memorizing a giant grammar chart.
A lot easier, Mizu.
All right, Lucas, can we talk about some mistakes?
Absolutely, because honestly, if you're making these mistakes, you're completely normal.
Very normal. I've heard every single one of these from English learners.
Me too. Let's start with a really common one.
Oh yes, this one shows up everywhere. Some learners say, I am been busy.
And I totally understand why, because they're trying to use been, they're trying to use am, and somehow both end up in the same sentence.
Everybody gets invited to the party.
Exactly. But native speakers would say, I have been busy.
For example, I've been busy all week. I've been busy lately.
That sounds natural immediately.
Okay, next one. This is a subtle mistake.
Oh, I know where you're going.
A learner wants to talk about temporary behavior and says, you're rude today.
Now, technically that's possible, but sometimes it sounds stronger than you intended.
Exactly, because you're rude can sound like you're describing the person's character.
If somebody is just acting that way right now, we'd often say, you're being rude.
That's much softer and more specific.
We're talking about today's behavior, not the whole person.
That's a really important difference.
Very important.
Okay, Lucas, how about this one? I want being a doctor.
Ah, yes. I hear that one quite a lot.
Why do learners make that mistake?
Usually because they know being is related to be, they're just choosing the wrong form.
Exactly. After want to, we use the basic form.
So, I want to be a doctor. I want to be more confident. I want to be better at English.
Simple and natural.
Very natural.
Next mistake. I have being tired.
Ooh, that one sounds close, which is why it's tricky.
Exactly. One tiny word is wrong.
After have, we need been, not being.
So the natural sentence is, I have been tired.
Or more naturally in conversation, I've been tired lately.
Perfect. And now our last mistake. He is been nice.
Poor guy. He's trying his best.
He really is.
But after is, we use being.
So, he's being nice.
Maybe he helped someone, maybe he bought somebody lunch, maybe he's doing something thoughtful right now.
Exactly. We're describing behavior in the moment.
You know, Mizu, when I look at all these mistakes, I notice something.
What's that?
Most learners aren't confused about meaning. They're confused about choosing the correct form.
That's so true. They already know what they want to say.
They're just standing at a crossroads thinking, be? Being? Been?
And that's why today's lesson matters, because once you understand the feeling behind each word, choosing becomes much easier.
Absolutely. And honestly, you're probably a lot closer to understanding these words than you think.
All right, Lucas. Let's imagine we haven't seen each other for a long time.
Oh, I like this. How long are we talking? A few months? A year?
Let's make it a year.
Wow, okay, that's a long time.
All right, let's see what happens. Hey, Lucas! Oh my goodness, it's been forever!
Mizu, wow, look at you. How have you been?
I've been really good, actually. Busy, but good. What about you?
Pretty much the same. I've been busy lately too. Work has been keeping me on my toes.
I know that feeling. Sometimes it feels like there's never enough time in the day.
Exactly. And then suddenly you realize it's already Friday.
Or somehow it's already June.
Right? It's kind of scary.
So, what else is new?
Well, I've been traveling quite a bit. A few work trips, a couple of family visits. I've spent more time at airports this year than I ever wanted to.
Wow, you've been traveling a lot. Are you enjoying it?
Sometimes. The destinations are fun. The delayed flights? Not so much.
Fair enough. How's your family doing?
They're doing great. Everyone's healthy, which is the most important thing. How about yours?
They're doing really well too. And honestly, that's something I've become more grateful for as I've gotten older.
Oh, absolutely. You start appreciating the simple things more.
So true. What about your health? Have you been taking care of yourself?
I'm trying, but I want to be more active. That's one of my goals this year.
Really? I thought you were already pretty active.
Not as active as I'd like to be. You know how it is. You get busy, you sit too much, you tell yourself you'll exercise tomorrow.
That sounds very familiar.
What about you?
I've actually been exercising more recently. Nothing extreme, just trying to stay consistent.
That's great. See? You're doing better than you think.
Maybe, although sometimes I feel like I'm not making enough progress.
Whoa, 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 Mizu. You're being too hard on yourself.
You think so?
Definitely. You always expect so much from yourself.
Okay, that's probably true.
Trust me, sometimes we all need to give ourselves a little credit.
That's actually good advice.
Thank you. I have rare moments of wisdom.
Rare moments, Lucas?
Okay. Maybe not that rare.
Well, one thing I can say is that things have been much better recently. I've found a healthier balance between work and life.
That's wonderful to hear. Honestly, Mizu, you seem happier.
I think I am.
Good. You deserve that.
Aw, thanks, Lucas. It's really nice catching up with you.
You too, Mizu. Let's not wait another year next time.
Deal.
You know, Mizu, there's something funny about today's lesson.
What's that?
We've been talking about be, being, and been for quite a while now.
We have.
And yet, during our conversation, I wasn't thinking here, okay, now I need a grammar rule.
Exactly. Neither was I.
I wasn't thinking present participle, past participle, base form.
Thank goodness. That would be exhausting.
It really would. Instead, I was thinking about meaning.
That's the secret. Native speakers usually focus on what they want to say first.
For example, if I'm talking about a goal, I naturally say, I want to be healthier.
If I'm talking about somebody's behavior right now, I might say, you're being impatient.
And if I'm talking about an experience or something connected to the present, I've been busy lately.
The meaning comes first.
The grammar follows naturally.
And honestly, that's one of the biggest differences between studying English and actually using English.
That's so true. When people become more fluent, they stop translating every rule in their heads.
Instead, they start recognizing patterns,
Patterns they've heard hundreds of times.
maybe even thousands.
Exactly. So if today's lesson taught you anything, let it be this. Don't just memorize the words, notice how people actually use them.
Listen for them in movies, podcasts, videos, conversations.
The more you hear them, the more they'll feel natural.
And one day, you'll use be, being, and been without even thinking about it.
That's the goal, Mizu.
Absolutely. And trust us, you're already closer than you think. Well, Lucas, I think we've officially survived another English mystery.
We did, and honestly, this one isn't nearly as scary as it looks.
Not at all. Once you understand the feeling behind each word, everything starts making a lot more sense.
Exactly. Be for ideas, goals, and possibilities, being for what's happening right now, and been for experiences and situations connected to the present.
And the best part is, you're going to hear these words everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. In movies, podcasts, TV shows, conversations.
Even later today, you'll probably hear one of them and think, hey, we talked about that on Go English.
And that's when real learning starts happening.
Before we go, we'd love to hear from you. Which one used to confuse you the most? Be, being, or been?
Let us know down in the comments. We read your comments all the time, and we genuinely love hearing about your English journey.
And if you know a friend who's always mixing these three words up,
Send them this lesson. Trust me, they'll thank you later.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
And if you enjoyed learning with us today, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Go English.
There are so many more real-life English lessons coming your way.
Thank you so much for spending part of your day with us.
Keep learning, keep speaking, and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
That's how progress happens.
We'll see you again very soon.
Take care, everyone.
See you in the next Go English lesson.
Bye.